Hey, what's up, you guys? Gregory Craze back at it again. I'm thinking about I'm going to be changing this name, the name of this channel, to something different. But I'm going to do something anyway. I'm going to be drawing a picture. Yeah, like I always do. So what is this picture going to be about? I don't know. You know, it's going to be, well, like kind of like this. If you can see this faded out image, I already kind of started on it. Then I just realized, oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I am going to record this too. So what am I going to do? Yeah, a girl with a long tongue, right? What's the story behind this? I don't know. I haven't really figured that out yet. I'll be thinking about it as long. I'll be thinking about the story as I'm drawing it. I know. I guess I can call her. I don't know. She's got a long tongue. It's my my homie Charlie here. Say what's up, Charles. What up, guys? I'm sorry, I don't have a voice for him. I like to do this. Yeah. Look at my tongue, baby. I got it, and I'm good for it. Yo, oh, it tastes almost as good as my forehead. Yeah, reach that up there. Anyway, let's go ahead and give him more like a snake like tongue, right? Kind of like that, right? I got a long tongue. Yeah, I'm a thirsty dog. Anyway. That's just me. So here what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and just... So what I do normally is I just draw the heads and then, you know, fade it out. And then when I find the lines that I want to keep, I just go over it like I'm tracing it. So let's go ahead and see if we can come up with a good story with this. For this, yeah? Okay, so let me zoom in for this. Let's get some detail going on. Okay, so we can say she has like... that Gene Simmons syndrome. You know, Gene Simmons, dude from Kiss. If you're not a millennial, probably don't know that. But yeah, you know, there's this dude from Kiss that has like white makeup, white and black makeup, long hair, and long ass freaking tongue. Right? His kid's got long tongues too. I guess it's like genetic or whatever. But we'll go ahead and say we'll scrap that idea. We'll go ahead and say that she's kind of like anteater-ish. Yeah, let's say she's like an anteater, part anteater, and part human. So, you know, let's say that she's born in some year that's not really relevant to ours, right? So she's born in this year, probably. We'll say that it's relevant. This is the year that she's born in. You know, like the 1900s, right, or the 2000s. 1900s, 2000s, we're in the 21st century, so yeah, 20th century. Let's say she's born in 1980s, and now it's like 2019 now, and she, this world that she's in is not really like a world like ours, like how, you know, human beings and such, but it's like a, you know, one of those mythological worlds where she's combining, she's in common. There's people and human combinations. We're gonna say that she's a suffocator, right? So she kills the people that she's with. I'm gonna give her like this like steely stare, like she's not even like caring. She doesn't care about shit in the world. And this tongue is like, the tool she uses in order to kill her victims. All the lovers that she has, and then she just like basically like reaches down into their throats with her tongue and tears out their heart. If anybody's ever seen you know, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knights, think about like that kind of scene. You know, she's not really a demon, but she's not really human, or, you know, she's just like this anteater-ish. And I'm gonna change her up a little bit. I'll see what I can do to make her look more anteater-like. So I might even just go ahead and, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and like search out for an anteater right now, see what that looks like, kind of like give her some of that resemblance. Okay, yeah, so, damn, it's just got a long ass nose. Okay, yeah, so we're probably not going to make her look exactly like an anteater. I'll give her the ears of an anteater, because those are kind of like weird looking. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to give her the ears of an anteater. That'd be pretty cool. And then I'll give her like these super seductive eyes. Like she's just like the she just pulls you in with those eyes of hers. But these are eyes of a killer, you know, she doesn't care about you. She's gonna kill you eventually. You know, as soon as you guys go in to kiss, bam, your heart is taken right out of your chest. Because that's what she does. That's her thing. That's what she is. What's her name? Let's go ahead and say Tira. I'll call her Tira. Yeah? Yeah, well, that seems like a good name for her. Tira. T-E-T-E-R-I-A? Tira? Tria? Tira? I guess Tira would be like T-E-R-R-A? Tira? Yeah, whatever. I'm not a very good speller. But yeah, that's kind of like the name I'm thinking about. Tira... Slander. Tira Slander. Yeah, let's go with that. That's her name. Tira Slander. Kind of like an anteater girl, you know. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna give her like this. I'll paint her nose black. That would be cool. So she'll have like a little bit of a black nose, right? So basically what I'm doing here is I'm coming up with a design, and I like to give stories to my designs. And I'm gonna actually go ahead and paint this one out live at a show tonight. It's gonna be happening tonight over at the Tobacco Lounge where I stay. So, where I live at, where I live at. I'm gonna give her, oh no, maybe I should give her like one of these metal lip rings. Maybe? Maybe not? And I'll figure it out. I'll figure that out soon. Okay, so she's like a serial killer, right? And she goes around just, you know, basically seducing men and tearing out their hearts with her tongue. She's been doing this for years, you know, because she has this kind of like a bloodlust in a way. Her bloodlust is more for survival purposes. She has to eat these hearts in order to keep her own heart beating or something. Let's make it like that. She's cursed. Let's say that she's cursed. You know what? I think it would be even more enthralling enthralling, is that a word? I don't know. It would be more of a pretty good image if she does it against her will. You know, it's like she doesn't want to actually have to do this, but she's just driven to do it. You know? So she's kind of like, let's say she's cursed in a way. So she's cursed, she's got to eat these hearts, you know, eat these guys' hearts out. Eat your heart out, guys, right? Some shit like that. And in so doing, she satisfies this bloodlust of hers and, you know, completes this thing. Let's just go ahead and say she has like a demon on her shoulder or some shit, right? Like she has like this not demon, but this entity that is kind of like bound to her, and she can't really do much about it because it's just kind of like forcing her to do it. Right? Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. So she does this, and all the while she's tearing up, you know, she's trying not to have to do this to some people. Some people she enjoys doing it to, but for the most part she's just like not really trying to be that type of a person, right? For the most part, anyway. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, so she's not trying, she enjoys it for somewhat, but she enjoys it somewhat, but for the most part, she's a good girl. You know, she's not somebody that isn't really driven to kill or do anything like that. It's just that lust that kind of comes up because of that curse that she's been cursed with. What's the curse? I don't know, like a heartbreaker, I don't know, like come up with some shit, I don't know. You know, storytelling, I can do that. Let me come up with an idea with that. But oh yeah, let's give her some like frizzy kind of hair. Let's make that hair like really frizzy. I'm gonna do all this. I'm gonna paint this. Like I said, I'm gonna paint this over at the show later on tonight. I'm just coming up with a basic idea of it. And when I do these types of things, like I said, I really do like to give them a little bit of a story background so I can have some fun with it. You know, it's really fun when I kind of create that story or that background as to why I'm doing it, or as to what this character's motivation might be. But again, that's just something that, you know, I like to do, and that's something that I'm going to actually try to focus on now in my on my channel. And you know, I really want to get more into like doing more stories, because, and doing my own characters especially, because I've been getting into a little bit of a rut doing other people's characters. And it's not that I don't like drawing those characters, I really do. I know you guys kind of like might even appreciate me drawing some of those characters in my style, but at the same time, I'm not fully fulfilled doing that. You know, because we all know those characters, right? Let's create some new characters. Let's get some new blood out there. In my opinion, we should do that. We should just go ahead and create some new characters, and that's what's going to be my main thing. And also, if anybody, you know, if I get hit up and somebody wants to buy the character, or hey, this character seems pretty cool, we kind of want to use her or use him or whatever, then I would have no problem at all selling that character off. Because yeah, even though for the most part, most of these characters are all like one-shot characters. They're not really like characters like I feel like I'm going to be building on later on in the world, or later on in my time doing this. You know, I feel like it's going to be one of those where I tell a story about a character like this girl, Tira. Shit, what did I say her last name was? Damn, I forgot. I'll have to rewind that. I don't know. But yeah, see, it's just like real quick, out of the blue. I gotta write all this stuff down when I do it. I normally write all this stuff down. Right now I'm just coming up with it as I go. So, as to, you know, keep you guys all a little bit entertained with what's going on, right? So yeah, she has got this super long, deadly tongue. I think I might even do like, she had some of these, her tongue has, you know how your tongue has those little taste buds on it? Let's go ahead and put like maybe some spikes on the end of her tongue, just to give her like that little bit of a vicious type of thing, like, you know, kind of like prickly tongue. I think that'll be cool. Kind of like her tongue is kind of like a cactus tongue or some shit. It scratches your throat when it's down your, you know, when she's pulling out your heart, so whatever, it's causing a lot of pain. Like I said, she's got this demon, right? So I think maybe I'll put this demon on her shoulder or some shit, like somewhere around here, like this little creature kind of maybe crawling on her body, you know, like on the side of her. I probably won't add this particular part to the story or to the picture that I'm going to be painting, but I probably, well, if this is just for like story purposes, you know. Just make it all weird looking. You know, since I'm still like not really confident with my anatomy, I'm just going to continue dealing with a little bit more human anatomy. So this demon-like creature is going to be kind of human-esque. Give it a tail. Oh, you know what? I got a better idea. So it's a part of her, right? So we're just going to have it like kind of coming out of her neck or some shit like that. Let's do some like weird fucking shit. And it's gonna, this demon, excuse my language, you know, this is just the way that I kind of like work out my thoughts. I curse a lot, so let's go ahead and have this kind of like hanging off her neck or something, but it's like embedded in her shoulder or in that little gap area. Let's do that. Let's give this creature make it like that. Let's do that. That's some weird shit, though. That's some crazy shit that I'm thinking about right now. Oh, it's kind of, yeah. Well, she's got a demon inside of her neck, and you know it comes out and whispers in her ear and tells her to rip this guy's heart out, or whatever. So yeah, this is not gonna be edited out. None of this is gonna be really edited. I'm gonna just upload this the way that I'm doing it. I'm gonna see how it goes, and I might maybe later on if I decide, if you know, if it comes out to be like, oh man, this is still kind of boring, Greg, then I might go ahead and do some scripts and actually do some like real you know, stories combined to it. So yeah, Tira here is like part anteater, right? So she's got this demon. Let's go ahead and make it like demon-esque. So let's get these horns coming out of its head or some shit. We'll put horns, because that's how we can tell that they're demons. Not necessarily. I don't know what demons look like. I got my own demons I gotta worry about, right? And they don't have horns. They look just like me and you, and that guy over there, and that girl over there. Yeah, they're all demons, demonic creatures. I guess I gotta come up with a better face. Maybe this demon here has a long tongue too. Maybe it's even longer, right? Maybe it's just like like this guy here. This is Charlie. I'm pretty sure you guys know him. Maybe if you followed any of my other videos before. Yeah, Charlie, say what's up.
What's up? Oh, I've got a tongue. I'm gonna lick this picture. I'm gonna lick it good. Yeah, pick a nose too. Pick it. Oh yeah.
Get out of here, Charlie. All right, back to the picture, right? Sorry, guys. You know that personality trait just comes out every once in a while. Not trying to disturb you. Anyway. Anyway, yeah. So it's like in her neck, right? It's like coming out of her freaking neck. It's crazy. It's just one of those things. And we can make it like it's kind of crawling up her face, like the veins and shit, right? We'll do that. We'll get all that crazy cool stuff done later. And yeah, so you guys who are watching this right now actually know the story behind it. So yeah, she's actually just got a demon inside of her neck that tells her to rip these guys' hearts out with her tongue. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and do this. I don't know, maybe we'll frost her hair. I'll make her hair like really frizzy, like this kind of messy but sexy look. I kind of like that look. It's really attractive in my opinion. And she's got these anteater ears. Not the ears of like a normal human being, but you know, the ears of an anteater. And this is going to cover her face, so that ear is not going to be seen. Let me back out real quick. Show you guys a little bit of that. Okay, yeah, so let me go ahead and do something. I'm going to go ahead and fix this guy up a bit. Right? What the hell was that? Where did that come from? Oh shit, what? Make sure my hands aren't dirty when I'm touching the picture. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clean up this demon character guy, right? I'm going to clean him up and make him even more messier. I'm going to give him like really kind of like glowy eyes or something. I'll make his nose. I need to sharpen this pencil. One moment. Alright. And we're back. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and go in with this demon and detail him. Kind of looks a little bit like a bat now. That's okay. I'm not worried about that. Right, okay, so yeah, now this guy's got the tongue pouring out of the face. Drop this down here. Yeah. You know, before I try to do I would normally talk about how I would be doing things and what my thought process was when I would do these types of things, but you know, it's not like I'm not a very good teacher, so I just stopped doing that. I'm just gonna tell the stories behind it. So this dude's name is, I'm gonna utilize, this is called a kneaded eraser, and I'm gonna call this guy Kneaded, with a K, K-N-E-did, yeah. So this guy Kneaded is like this demon that just like attached itself, not for life, just for fun, just kind of like sticks around people and forces them to do like crazy ass shit, right? Kind of like demons normally would do. If anybody here watches Supernatural, think about shit like that, but not entirely, you know, because you can't really see the demons. They're just clouds of smoke or whatever. But yeah, kind of like that. But you know, this demon we can see. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna make him bald. He's not gonna have any hair. It's not gonna have any hair. We'll just call it it. We'll do that type of shit to it. Okay, so yeah, we'll go, and then we're still gonna go because you know, we're still gonna go. I guess I should learn how to draw animals more so I can do more animal anatomy and incorporate that inside of my demon work, because I think that would be pretty cool. But since I've just been drawing mainly human beings, this is pretty much where it's gonna go. Like it's gonna be like human-esque. I might even just, yeah, let's do that. I'm giving like just like a spine. And his spine is like dug into her neck or some shit like that. Get in there. And it's fused with her, and he's got these ribs and stuff, you know, floating ribs. But up here, it's kind of like meaty, right? It's kind of got the meat connecting to his body, so he's not fully like decayed. He's just out to wreck some shit up. He's wrecking shit right now. It's like, yeah, I'll give him like these claws, right? I think it'd be even weirder if I gave him like human hands, but it's not. I'm not gonna do that. I'll save that for my monsters with ridiculous fears when I start recording that type of stuff too. Okay, so yeah, so that's the neck, and I think, you know, women have like these slender necks, right? Like well, most women do. Like, you got some bodybuilder women that got necks as thick as tree trunks. Well, let's go ahead and make her kind of like a dainty-ish, daintier, more dainty like women, like, you know, like kind of like a softer version of, I don't know. But yeah, we're not gonna make her neck super thick. We're gonna make her neck thin. And then neck is long. The traps from the back aren't overdeveloped, so she's just kind of got a long neck, really. And then the chin from here to here, I'm gonna make this where that divot goes. And then we'll end it like that, right? So it's kind of sloppy, you know, it's kind of not really great. You know, her tongue only has like these prickly things at the beginning. I can make them, we could say that they're retractable or whatever, you know? And they're used for grabbing. Let's go ahead and make those eyes a little bit more dead inside. Those dead eyes, right? Steely, dead, kind of scary looking. Give it these hooped out earrings. Some bamboo earrings, at least 2 pairs. I don't know, that might get copyrighted. YouTube's kind of weird. I've been watching all these videos. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so we're already at 30 minutes. I'm really going to try to push this now. I'm going to darken it in with this pencil. This is not a very great pencil. It's a Zebra, but it's one of the only mechanical pencils that I have that works. So says Charlie. Do some of this type of stuff here because ADD right now.
Hey, crap, you're poking my tongue, Greg. You're poking my tongue, man. You're poking it. Why are you doing it, man? Why? Why? Why?
Whatever. Yeah, but anyway. So now we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and darken this up. So okay, yeah. So now I can go ahead and get more into the story. So we'll say in the year of 2019, not too different from the year that you live in now. Only animals and human beings are fused, and life is slightly different. A woman by the name of Tira, whose last name escapes me at the moment, is also known as the Heart Stealer. Or we could change that. We'll call her like Heart Crusher, right? Or no, like Heart Taker, Heartbreaker. Yeah, we'll just call her the Heartbreaker. Tira the Heartbreaker. Serial killer amongst men. Let's say that. That makes more sense. It's see, with a demon on her shoulder, by the name of Need. She was cursed by this demon in order to steal the hearts of young men and feed it, which he then feeds off of. And when and if she dies, and when she dies, but well, sooner or later, she will die. This demon will go ahead and attach itself to another individual, cursing them with a tongue of cacti. Oh God, that cactus tongue. It's a curse. When it curses you with that tongue, you're bound by its power, and it embeds itself in your neck, just as it did to Tira. And then you'll be forced to rip out the hearts of every individual that you've come in contact with, or with have intimate relations with. Her family, I don't know, I guess she doesn't have a family at this point. She has no family. We'll say that she's kind of like an orphan. Yeah, we'll say she's an orphan, okay? Because orphans make for the best stories, right? Everybody knows that. Oliver Twist, come on, everybody knows that. Oh man, I'm such a liar. But yeah, she's an orphan. And no immediate family of which she knows of. Just this demon that's attached to her. She was orphaned at the age of 7, let's say that. Orphaned at the age of 7 when her parents drove off of a cliff. She was inside the car when it happened. She survived. And she got thrown from the car before it went over the cliff, and she like kind of hit she got thrown out of the car front windshield, and she hit the guardrail. And then as she hit the guardrail simultaneously, the parents' car, the car she was driving, went over the guardrail and over the side of the cliff, killing her mother and father, and what other individuals might have been in the car at the time. So at that point, near death, body broken, this demon decides to attach itself to her. At which point, this cop will say, no, we won't say it's a cop. We'll say it's just like not bystander, but this like motorcyclist. Let's say that this motorcyclist comes and stumbles upon her, and this motorcyclist is like a known kind of child pervert, rapist, right? We'll say that, and he decides to kind of like pick up the girl and do some perverted things with her. So along these lines, this demon's already attached to her. This perverted guy becomes this demon's first victim. Becomes Need's first victim. And Tira's, for that matter. As he begins to take advantage of her unconscious body, the tongue of cacti, the cacti tongue, or however we said it earlier, slowly slips down his throat, suffocating him. And he can't get away because of these prickly things up here, right? It's just lodged into his throat. So he's just like suffocating, like, oh God, tears are streaming down his face. And then he feels this pain in his chest, which I can only attribute, well, not attribute, I can only like kind of like how an alien would burst out of the chest of its would gestate out of its out of the chest of its host. It just pushes the heart out of its chest, like from the inside, right? Oh, that's gotta be painful. That guy, he deserved it though. And so after doing that, he consumes the heart of this motorcyclist, who turned out to be a pretty big pervert, child pervert at that. And the heart healed, and almost like Wolverine healed, and almost like pretty much instantaneously, like healed Tira from her wounds and from all the damage that she received. So at that point, she kind of like wakes up and unaware of exactly what happened. She sees this dead body. She sees she doesn't see her parents. She's thrown from the car. She sees the broken guardrail. This is all at the age of 7, right? Horrible tragedy. And then got possessed, or became the host of this demonic creature, right? Became the host of this demonic creature. And now she's out there in her 30s, 33, 32, I don't know. And she's just kind of accepting of what she has to do. Hundreds of victims. But she made it. She had to figure out a way to do this without, you know, becoming a monster herself. So she decided to kill only monsters. She still doesn't take too much pleasure in it, of course. But she's feels like she convinced herself that if this is what she has, how she has to live, she's gonna do it, and she's gonna protect people instead of just like murder innocents. So I'm thinking that at that point that would be pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna zoom in on this, and forgive me if I forget to zoom back out. Okay, I'm gonna try to work on Need, his character, but yeah. So for years, I mean, she's just been like hunting down the worst of the worst and seducing them and becoming almost like an assassin in a way. And Neat doesn't fucking care. He's a demon. He doesn't give a shit about who she kills, as long as she does what he needs, gives him what he needs, and you know, like, then that would be pretty much it, right? So that's kind of like his whole I don't care, you could kill innocents or you can kill the evil or wicked or whatever, you know, they're all fair game to me. I would assume, right? I would guess. I mean, demons wouldn't really care if you were killing like other evil people, as long as they get what they need. Give them those long claw-like fingers. Let's make some drippy tongue, kind of drip, 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 drip. Give it like that slobbery tongue. I still don't know how to draw. I still haven't figured out how to draw slobber that well. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on drawing like slobbery tongues, because this I would think would call for, you know, like a wet kind of look, right? I would say so. I mean, that'll be just so freaking awesome. We'll just have like the drool kind of like dripping down her forehead or something, real sick, like kind of streaming down, with maybe like little droplets here and there. Maybe she just went through another kill, right? Maybe, yeah, let's do that. She just got done with a kill, and her tongue is all red and wet and slippery, whatever. And it's just like all over her face, and it's just dripping down her chin in a way like it should. And how should that be, right? Like, well, yeah, like it's streaming down, not like just like a simple drip of, like, you know how those other some people would draw like vampiric people. Some people draw vampiric people with just like a little drip of blood down their lip or something. I'm saying, like, if you're gonna do that, that's just gonna be messy, right? You're gonna be biting into somebody's neck. That's just gonna be that's gonna be gushing right at you. And that's how I think it would be, right? So I think I got a picture here of how that kind of looks. No, I don't, not really, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and do some craziness. So this right here, we're gonna use that as a little guideline for the highlight. And we'll use this, more highlighted areas. Now I'm gonna zoom in on her lips because I'm gonna have some fun with this real quick. And I want you guys to get a full dose of my funness, the awesome coolness that I'm about to deliver. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that. Do this, make this kind of like dark under here. And I got the lighting kind of coming up from top, right? And no, shit, I normally have lighting coming up from top. I need to just start changing that. And then we'll give her, we'll just fade this out a bit, right? All the way up, all the way up. Yeah, all the way up there. I really like drawing a pencil. You know, I am just a pencil artist. I'm more than anything. I'm not an inking artist by far. Even though I can't ink, I can ink. I just, my bread and butter is in the penciling. That's where I get it all done. So if you think I'm going to ink this, I'm going to paint this. I'm going to paint it, yeah, for sure. I'm going to paint this later on. Not this particular one. This is just like a guide to what I kind of want to do, right? So yeah. All right, then we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of undershadowing here. Just scratch that in. Then we'll loosen up on the up top. Right? Okay, so yeah, we'll loosen that up top right there. And we'll go like it's bloody lips. What's your bloody lips? You're no vampire. You're no vampire I know of. You are a demon. You succubi. Well, no, she's not really a succubi. Not a succubus. Succubi is plural, right? We're gonna just say she's just an unfortunate, poor unfortunate soul. Sorry, got a little Disney there. They never allow that. It's a good thing I don't have like a big channel, because then they'd be like, oh yeah, you can't be monetized because of that. And I'd have to watch all what I say and everything, but fuck it, I don't care right now. Because I'm not monetized, I don't give a shit about it. I just give a shit about the drawing. And like I said, you know, in some of my previous things, I was really good. I'm really trying to get some story stuff out there. So that's what my goal is. And this would be kind of like, as far as like stories, not like full stories, not stories that you can actually like grip onto, but just like give characters background stories. So if it's anything, you know, if any 80s babies are here, and you know, and video gamers, we remember those, how the video games, and you used to buy them, they used to come with the little booklets, right? They used to come with booklets and shit, right? So you could kind of like read up on the character and their backgrounds and, you know, what their motivations were. I really miss that type of stuff. I really do. I really wish they would bring that stuff back. But, you know, now video games are going to be downloadable. Just download them off the internet. Download them off the live store or some shit like that. And then that kind of like, man, then, you know, you can't really read a whole bunch about the characters, you know. So that's a kind of a bummer for me, in my opinion. It's kind of, it bums me out to know that that's what, to realize that that's never coming back. But still, we move on. Okay, all right, so yeah, now as you can see, it's starting to kind of pull together, you know, once you start adding all those elements of rendering. Oh, sorry, for those that haven't went to art school, shading. I had an art teacher before that would be like, oh yeah, well, you know, this is what you're doing right now, it's called rendering. You're not shading, it's basically called rendering. And I would always be like, fuck, man, I mean, I thought I was just shading it in. Like, no, that's called a render. So Tira, Tira, party anteater, she's got like this blackened nose look, yeah, just give her that little glowy thing there, highlight area. And then underneath, right there, we'll do that little shadow underneath the nose. And just to kind of like emphasize the bulb in the nose, we're going to go ahead and just make that line a little darker. So yeah. Head back over to this anteater ear here. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do some hatching to kind of like give it a bit of a value change or whatever. You know, she's got these hoop earrings, and she's got a need on her shoulder. She needs need. And then darken that shadow there underneath the eye. Now, when I was starting out drawing, right, and I don't know how many artists are actually watching this, okay, so when I started out drawing, here, when I would do my eyes and eyeballs and all that other crazy shit, I would never, ever really recognize the fact, like, how do these guys always make their eyes look pretty cool? Well, the thing about it is that they're just drawing out the eye actually looks, right? So But the most important thing that I realize is you have this line, this especially for the bottom lid of the eye, right? It's going to kind of still go rounded, right? It's going to be rounded down. But the most important part that I realize is this part right here, like not inside the eye, but the eyelid has that little compartment, that little edge, like you can just walk right off of it, that ledge right there. And then the eye goes in, right? So you have that little white space right in between the eyelid and the lash. Just remember that if you're trying to draw like eyes, you know. Ooh, I got an idea. Let's say she's wearing mascara and she's kind of like, her mascara is kind of running a little bit. Mascara, eyeshadow, I don't know. So she looks kind of like she was tearing up a bit. Maybe this kill wasn't a good kill. Maybe this kill was like a kill that she just had to do because it was forcing her, right? And now she's kind of like, she kind of teared up about it. But her eyes are still dead, right? But she still has kind of like human emotion, right? So she's just like dead inside, but the reaction, the soul that she still carries is still there. The soul that she's carrying is still there, and it's still like, oh, we should never have done this, never ever have done this. And it's just like this guy right here, so overwhelmingly powerful. It's just, he just overrides that part of her body or spirit or being and says, no, fuck you, bitch, we're gonna do this shit, you're gonna kill for me. Yeah, some shit like that. So this is pretty long. It's about an hour, and damn, I really was not thinking I was gonna do this. This was gonna be like an hour. I was trying to like knock this out like 30 minutes, but you know, I will definitely try to do something quicker next time. And I really hope it's not, you know, I really hope you guys enjoyed what you see so far. I would definitely try to get, maybe I won't, like I said, this one video is not going to be edited at all. It's going to be for what it is. And then after that, you guys give me some opinions about what you guys think about it, you know, and what you've seen. And if you want something faster, and then I'll just go ahead and, you know, kind of maybe time lapse it like I have done before in the past. But I've also had people that say that they wanted me to kind of do it like real time to see how long it would take for me to do a picture like this. So, you know, this is just that experiment, and yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy like kind of like the story about excuse me, allergies, about what I was talking about. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed that about Tira and Need. Tyranny. I could call it, that would be a cool story, tyranny. I swear I did not think of that. That just popped into my head right now. I just kind of like made the connection. Need. So it's like tyranny in a way, but not really. Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going to be painting tonight. I might do like Woman of Color, of course. She's maybe light skin, I don't know. And then we'll go ahead and do this. So I'm going to do this kind of shorthand for the hair. So what I do with shorthand for the hair, her hair is curly, right? I'm just going to go in this type of motion, kind of like whirls, like windings. I pick up, I stop, I pick up, I stop. Pick up, stop, pick up. Go, 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 go. And this just kind of gives it that different texture look. And this is pretty much how this is how I interpret. I think it's just interpret. This is how I interpret curly hair, really. I just curl it. Right? Okay? So yeah, it'll be like that. Then I might go ahead and, like I said, I might just do like yellow frosting on her hair, like how some people used to do with their hair back in high school. So yeah, I really do apologize for the length of the video for such a short short drawing or whatever, I guess. I mean, I didn't think it was going to take this long. And I will definitely try to come up with something less lengthy. But really, this is how long it takes me to draw like anything at any point in time. It's about an hour or so. I'm not as comfortable as I used to be because I haven't been doing it as much. I haven't been drawing as much. As you can tell, my videos have been lacking. I'm just trying to find something that's going to keep you guys entertained, really. And if I could do that, if you guys are entertained with this, you know, I would appreciate a thumbs up on the video. If you're not, then you don't have to. I know I don't technically deserve any of that, but I think it'd just be kind of fun just to do some more, come up with some different stories. And hey, maybe even later on I can say, hey, you know, if you guys got a story, if you guys got a character you want me to draw, I might even draw that character on and just come up with a story, unless you guys already have a story connected with it, you know. But for the most part, I might just come up with a story for my own, just fun, and you know, like present that on the channel or whatever, because this stuff is actually really fun for me. And doing this, and I do a lot of horror stories, horror shit, so I love doing horror stories. Bam, bam, bam. Let's do this right here. Make that darker undertone, under here. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about, and I'm gonna call this Licorice? Lick eyelash? No. Yeah, this video is kind of long. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end it. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, make this tongue a little bit stand out a little bit more. And I will show you how I do that is I just darken the underneath that line. I'm not going to darken this part too much. I'm just going to increase the line weight. The line weight being the thickness of the line, if you're unfamiliar with that term. And as the plane changes from here and this goes up and hits the light, we're going to go ahead and change the thickness up here. And how we may even, yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm saying we, like we are actually drawing this. That's me, I'm drawing this. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Okay, so yeah, draw the shadow. That's what I'm saying. This is the shadow of the tongue, kind of like falling over her face. And no, she's not a clown. She's a woman, where she had teared up, and now she has kind of like mascara all over her eyes, like tearing down her face, and she's got blood on her lips, and she's super sexy and super hot. And let's do it like this, like blood was. Let's do this. It's the way that it looks. I mean, I can go in and like do all the color on the tongue and everything, but I think for the most part, you guys get the idea. I think you guys get the idea. The teeth in shadow. Right there. And this is like blood on her chest, right? Maybe coming down her neck a little bit too, and dripping off of her chin. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's the picture. That's something I'm thinking about doing tonight. We're at the live art show, so I'm gonna paint that, and I gotta get it set up. So I really hope you guys did appreciate this, and if you guys did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, go ahead and subscribe. And well, yeah, it's your choice or not. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna have another video up, so if you do, you know, if I do put one up, subscribing would most likely alert you to it. So, and you know, maybe you might actually catch something that I do if I do something really soon. Yeah, I'm actually going to continue doing some stuff like this, that just my own characters, my own ideas, own designs, and coming up with different stories to kind of like just keep me from being bored. Okay? All right, you guys, take it easy, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Charlie, say goodbye.
Goodbye, guys. All right.